If you drive in Tempe, you might want to slow down. Brand new speed cameras will start snapping photos next week. So the city's installed traffic cameras. Kind of tough to see with this map. 14 different intersections, also red light cameras, and they were selected based on crash data and information on people exceeding speed limits. So May 7th, the cameras will start taking those pictures. Lieutenant Mike Hayes now with the Tempe Police Department is joining us. Good to see you, Lieutenant. Thank you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
So why'd you guys decide to do this?
Yeah, you know what? We were experiencing over the last several years just a high amount of deaths each year on our roadways stemming from high speeds and intersection related, people running red lights, people failing to yield at intersections. So it was a problem.
So you run the whole traffic department over there, you're saying, for the police department. And you say there are two things really that cause the majority of your wrecks that really cause injuries.
Yeah, historically they are intersection related collisions and high speed collisions on our arterial streets.
And that's what you're going after here. So how's this going to work? Where are these things going?
Yeah, so we have 14 different intersections that we did quite a bit of research to see which were our worst intersections for these kind of collisions. So at 14 of these intersections will be fixed cameras that have both radar for speed and for red light violations. Two of those intersections have multiple directions, so 16 cameras total. And then we also have another set of 4 mobile cameras that we'll be using at different arterial streets around the city at a 2-week period. So every 2 weeks we'll rotate those 4 cameras. And those are also, we chose those locations at first based also on the severity of collisions and high speeds on some of those arterial roadways, as well as also our school zones. So at the beginning and the end of each semester of school, we'll be using those cameras at close to our high school zones.
So I remember back in the early 90s, there was a lot of back and forth on photo radar and whether it was an invasion of privacy or a money grab or something like that. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we're in the business of safety for the people that come into our city, and so the city is only getting denser and denser. Our goal, to be honest with you, is to have those citations go down to just about 0, right? And so we're not concerned about revenue whatsoever in this, whether it's cost neutral, we lose money, it doesn't matter to us. We're looking at the collisions that are affecting families almost on like a weekly basis that are really severe. Things that are so unexpected that you can't really explain it when these people go through these situations. So for us, it's really more of a safety aspect, and whether those citations go down to 0, that means that people aren't speeding, they're not running red lights, and people are going to generally be safer in those areas.
About 30 seconds left. If I'm speeding or I run a red light, am I going to see a flash and then I get something in the mail with my picture on it? How's that work?
Yeah, correct. So you will get flashed. You make probably a goofy face, right? And then our people in our department, our employees, will get those photos. They'll verify that it's you in the photo, and then if it's a correct violation, and then they will send you a ticket in the mail.
Lieutenant, thank you for coming in. Thanks for what you do out in the community.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Appreciate you.
All right, Tram, slow down in Tempe. I'm not saying you drive fast, but
I was going to say,
just in
expect
case.
his goofy picture on one of those cameras.